Hey, what is up guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toasty Bros, and today we're going to be doing a $1,600 gaming and streaming setup.
But before we get into that, let's hear a word from today's sponsor, Privacy.com. Privacy allows you to mask your identity online by generating virtual credit cards to make shopping online much easier. Click the link in the description down below to get $5 free. Yeah, you heard that right. $5 free today at Privacy.com.
So before we start this, we also want to give a big thanks to Pixio, EVGA, Samsung, and AMD for sending all these wonderful products for us to provide to you guys today. So as we said, this is a $1,600 streaming and gaming setup. There's no need to have a secondary streaming PC for this because this computer will be able to handle gaming and streaming simultaneously, no problem.
The main idea we came up with was using a Ryzen 5 3600 and an RTX 2070 to give you that ability to change between NVIC encoder or just pure CPU encoding, which the 3600 is very capable of doing. Now, let's go ahead and talk about each individual part and how it makes up this full setup.
All right, and then right before we name off all these parts, just one more disclaimer. This is a mini ITX build. This case right here, it's so cute, but it's from Cuck and it's 140 bucks. It's a really cool looking case. It's really awesome. The GPU mounts vertically and everything, and it looks good. So you do have to get a mini ITX motherboard. You also have limitations on how big the graphics card can be, and of course the case itself is really expensive. So you're probably gonna spend about $100 more on average to do a mini ITX build that just needs a mini ITX motherboard and a mini ITX case because they're just more expensive typically. So the processor that we picked for this build is the good old AMD Ryzen 3600. So this is 3rd gen Ryzen, it's a 6-core 12-thread, and it is a really awesome processor. It is amazing for gaming, so nonetheless, it's gonna work great for this. So for this tiny little cute motherboard from MSI, we have the B450i Gaming Plus AC. This is actually a pretty decent mini ITX motherboard. It comes in around 100 to 120 bucks, so it is a little bit of a better mini ITX board, and I think it has some like red afterglow on it and everything. So it should look really cool. Hopefully it has some expandable features on it for it being mini ITX. So for RAM, we have this T-Force Nighthawk RAM. It's RGB, it looks really awesome. It's incredibly heavy, and it has like all these awards here, probably because it's designed so well, and that's one of the reasons why it's so heavy, but 16 gigs at 3200 megahertz. Ryzen is going to love this, and it's going to be more than enough RAM for all of your streaming and gaming needs. So EVGA was nice enough to send over this dented box. No, I'm just kidding, it actually came like that, but this is an RTX 2070, and it's a 3-fan card, and that is going to look amazing being mounted, oh my god, right here. You're gonna be able to look at it and see it and go, whoa, look at that graphics card.
Whoa! Now to save on space and also the fact that it costs just about the same, we went with a M.2 500GB SSD from Crucial. This is going to fit in the mini ITX motherboard and also eliminate any extra SATA cables that you might need. But if you did want to add a hard drive or a secondary SSD, you most certainly could in this case. Now, one of the downsides of using the case that we're going to be using today is it requires an SFX power supply. So what we have right here is a high power 450 watt power supply, which is actually a pretty high-end small form factor power supply that Computer Upgrade King was nice enough to send over. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. There's not a whole lot of beauty when it comes to small form factor power supplies right now. There's not a whole lot of people selling them. So this is going to do the job regarding putting enough power out for our system and the RTX 2070 with the Ryzen 5 3600. But if you do want to save some money, look at other mini ITX case options that allow you to use a full-size power supply, which, again, we'll leave links in the description down below. This is the Computer Upgrade King Continuum Mini, which is a mini ITX version of the Continuum case that we've used multiple times on this channel. The big key feature about this thing is the fact that it comes with a vertical GPU mount, so you can actually put it right here and show off that really awesome RTX 2070. It has a lot of RGB, that continuum mirror effect that you will see later once we put this build together, but it is a really expensive case. If you do want to save some money, there are other alternatives that we do recommend, which we'll probably leave in the link in the description down below, but Computer Upgrade King was nice enough to send this over, and it is a nice looking mini ITX case that we're excited to build in. Now for a streaming setup, you need a lot of other things. First, a microphone. This right here is the Samsung G-Track Pro, which Samsung was nice enough to send over. Samsung has said that this is the Blue Yeti killer, which you will see a test when we actually live stream with it, but it is a interesting value coming in at around the same price as a Blue Yeti, so we will put it to the test and see exactly if this thing is up to the task. Now this right here is going to be a keyboard, mouse, mousepad, and headset combo from Red Dragon. Right now you can get this on Amazon for around $60 with a mechanical keyboard. That's a crazy value right now, and Red Dragon makes some pretty awesome budget peripherals, so we're excited to see how well this thing works for our streaming setup. Now, if you guys have seen our recent gaming setup, you would have saw the PX243 from Pixio. This is the PXC273 from Pixio. This is the 27-inch version that's 1080p 144 Hz. If you do want to save some money, you could go with the 24-inch version, but Pixio was nice enough to send over both versions. This one is just slightly more expensive for the 27-inch screen, but it comes with the usual features, 144 Hz, FreeSync, and it's going to look really nice in this setup. But if you're live streaming, you know you need two monitors, one to read chat, one to play the games, and that's where this BenQ 1080p monitor comes in handy. It's a 1080p 5 millisecond monitor, nothing too special about it. You can get it really cheap on Amazon, sub $100. You could always go for something even cheaper if you wanted to, like those ON monitors that we recommend. But, you know, this thing right here will do the job. It's actually a monitor that Zach uses currently, so we wanted to give it a little bit of life in this setup. But that should be everything that we need to put together a live streaming setup. Where's the webcam? And lastly, of course, if you're going to live stream in 2019, you need a webcam. And this is the Logitech C920. Really can't go wrong with this webcam. It's a good entry-level option and really the mainstream webcam that everyone uses. You can get these at a wide range of prices, whether you want to buy used and save a few bucks or buy new. But honestly, it's the standard of webcams right now. Really nothing's competing with it. So it should do a really good job at completing this live streaming setup. So how about we go ahead and put this thing all together? Woo! Yay!
Okay guys, one thing we did want to point out is this 2070 we just now found out is a 3-lane card, which means that there is a row of HDMI, DisplayPort and all that, then there's another DisplayPort, and then over here we have an additional lane which normally you do not have for additional cooling. So it basically goes back on like this. So what we had to do was cut a little bracket off of here. Basically it looked like this, but it was here, and then right up here, this extended all the way down. So you do a little notch here, and then you just notch this off here. You basically just take a pair of pliers after you score it a few times and, you know, bend it and it'll break right off. Obviously the best way to fix this is just buy a 2-lane card, which most modern cards are still 2-lane cards. So this isn't like the end of the world, and it does fit perfectly now that we've done this. shoot the little droney drones. Wait, did I get it? Oh, no. What? Where is it? Where's the rest of it? There's just like 2 wheels. Is it supposed to look like that? Oh. Where was he at? Apparently. Was he schnippering? Oh, I did it again. Where is he at? Oh, God. Alright, I think I've had enough of this game. Man. Is this my water?
Sure.
I noticed there's one on your desk, so I assume
That's probably mine, unless I stole it.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Scruff Scream. Yeah, guys, if you want to play Minecraft with us, be ready for this coming Friday. We're going to be doing a marathon stream for 12 hours.
Starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, and then you can play Minecraft with us. This FOV is so bad.
Dude.
Please, I don't think I have enough still. Very optimistic. Aw, damn it. Alright, this is my bunker. I'm gonna go hide underground now. So we're gonna really have to get a liquid cooler for this thing? No, there really isn't. Yeah, I've been cucked. This is the uncensored content you get by being a Twitch follower. I don't feel good. If you want your CPU to melt,
we
recommend you not use the stock cooler. You know, that's ideal what we're Where you at?
You're getting like 300 FPS now.
Yeah, no, it's like way better.
Where are you getting before?
Like 180, 190. So yeah, it was definitely getting held back a little bit. Why are you trying to use that specific case? Because we had it, honestly, and it looked really cool.
It does look awesome. The issue is, it's a really long, it's a long mini ITX case. So like, the board, you have a solid, another motherboard you can fit in it type space. But that's just because the graphics card, they have a graphics card, making it to where you can fit like a full 3-fan card. We have a 3-fan GTX. Sorry, not GTX, RTX 2070 in it.
No, I tried. All right, there you go. CSGO runs pretty well. Even better than it did the first time.
Alright guys, so you just got to watch that really awesome VOD, and as you could tell if we did include the footage, this PC, well, at first it was kind of underperforming. We could not figure out why. We were dropping frames in OBS and it was having trouble keeping up the bitrate, and we're like, okay, what's going on? We noticed the CPU was not overclocking like it should, or turbo boosting as I should say. It was only getting up to like 3.5 gigahertz, and we're like, that's not right. It should be getting up to like 4.1. So, come to find out, we remember that the glass was like legit pressing against the cooler, and this is not really a case design flaw or anything. They do not even allow you to actually buy this PC with an air cooler if you buy it as a pre-built. They only have the liquid cooler on their website, and it's for a reason, because the smallest Wraith cooler, this is the Wraith Stealth cooler, it actually is against the glass, so like there's literally no room for air. We noticed it and we're like, you know, it'll probably be okay, but
we thought it'd be fine.
Yeah, it's not. So we recommend, or actually we don't even recommend, you have to get a 120 or 240 millimeter liquid cooler. You can't go 360, and really if it comes down to it, just get a different case. Not to bash Cuck, it's an awesome case, but if you don't want to have to follow the small form factor power supply, the mini ITX motherboard, the liquid cooler, that's 3 things right there that makes it more expensive, then you know, go with the different.
But yeah, as Jackson mentioned, this whole setup is actually good when it's functioning properly. This case just has a lot of things that you have to get to make it work. So if you just want to avoid all headaches whatsoever, consider getting a different mini ITX case. But again, overall the setup is pretty nice. The monitor at 144Hz 1080p is nice from Pixio. That keyboard and mouse combo with the headset and the mouse pad was actually really nice to play on. The headset was kinda okay. It's kind of a cheaper headset, so if you do want to get something a little bit extra, we'll have alternates in the description down below. And then this monitor did a good job at being a chat monitor. It just showed up chat on stream, and we're able to talk to the people who came and watched us. So overall, this setup was really good, and there's really not a whole lot to complain about.
Do you want to make sure your information stays safe when shopping online? Then check out today's video sponsor, Privacy.com. Privacy is a free and easy to use service that hides your credit card number behind a virtual credit card that is locked to whatever merchant you are shopping from. For example, Amazon.com. If for some reason the merchant you are shopping from gets hacked and your credit card number gets leaked, the card that is leaked can only be used at that merchant. And even if someone tries to use that card elsewhere, you will be notified immediately of any activity so you can take action. Setting up cards on Privacy is very simple. All you need to do is create an account, add a funding source like your bank account or debit card, add a limit to the card that you are going to use, and boom, you are ready to start shopping online using Privacy. There's also a browser extension that makes it easy to autofill your generated cards into the merchant of your choice. Privacy uses military-grade encryption and even offers two-factor authentication to add even more security to your information. And since Privacy makes all its money from the merchants that they partner with, this is all given to you at zero cost. If you sign up today using the link in the description down below, you can get a free $5 onto your account. Yes, free money, free $5. Sign up today using the link in the description down below at privacy.com/ToastieBros, and special thanks again to Privacy for sponsoring today's video.
So we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There will be tons of links in the description down below because we don't really recommend some of the things that we chose, like the 2070, just the regular 2070. The one that we got, it's a little bit outdated now. It's a 3-fan, and it was kind of overpriced at the time. So of course now that there's the 2070 Super, you could either go with the Super and get it for like the same price as this one, or go with the regular 2-fan one, which will actually fit properly. Yeah, so just check the links in the description down below and you can get all the right stuff. And we will see you guys in the next one.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye.